Hey Zion, so you said you were a Steelers fan growing up, which
Yes.
is crazy to me. But knowing the Steelers have an offensive line need right now, what would it mean to you if you ended up being on the team that you grew up
I mean, it would definitely be special. Growing up, watching the team, being a fan of that offensive line, watching guys like Marquise Pouncey, who's a great center, just a great football mind. It would be great to play for that offensive line. Growing up watching them, that would definitely be special.
Have you, when you were growing up and everything, you watched a lot of David DeCastro and Ramon Foster, I'm assuming as well.
Yeah.
Is that lineage of Steelers offensive line kind of helped shape your game a little bit as well when you just growing up watching those guys all year long?
I would say of those guys, the guy I really watched the most was Pouncey. He's a guy that we would watch him on film, and they'd bring a blitz or a twist, and he would know, like, before anything has even happened, he's grabbing the penetrator and pulling him across his face, and the looper is coming across it. It almost felt like he was a psychic, like me and Alec, our center, would watch him. But I mean, other than that, I didn't really watch too much of DeCastro. I'm really a guy that likes to watch guys I think physically, compared to me a little bit. So I watched a little bit more like Roger Saffold or like Tomlinson, guys that are athletic, run game bruisers, and try to run through people. A little bit more on the wide zone offense. But I always love to watch the Steelers whenever they're on.
I don't know if you still are, super into the Steelers. You might have seen Coach Canada's offense, wide zone-ish, kind of that type motion. How would you think you would fit in there if you were guard, tackle, whatever they asked you to do? Steelers love versatile linemen.
Yeah, I mean, since I've gotten in college and become more of a college player, I've become less a fan of teams individually and just love watching a good game. But I'd say, I could fit in any offense, especially the wide zone offense. That's something we predicated ourselves on at Boston College.
Yeah, and so I know, and this is just a question. I know Coach Signetti, who is at BC, and Phil are both from Pittsburgh. They told you anything about the city?
Coach Signetti went to Pitt. Phil doesn't. He's a little bit more like off the field. He's a bit more of a reserve guy. But I've been to Hinesfield. I played at Hinesfield. I played Pitt that year, and it's a great city, great stadium. I mean, it felt crazy for me to just be in the stadium because all the games I've seen were at Baltimore or somewhere near me. But from what I've heard for those guys, it's a great city, great culture, great people.
And so as you have kind of grown through your process, what's been the one thing that in your game that's been, I don't know, nagging you that you really wanted to improve coming here?
I mean, technique is never perfect. I hold myself to a high standard, so that's something that I'm always trying to improve on. I've had many coaches throughout my time, which I think have helped me, see, the pros and cons, be able to take things from each coach I've had. But I'm always trying to, I look on film and, my technique's always not always perfect, so I'm trying to improve that all the time.